morning, fam! It's 7:33 right now. And I thought, let's record another car talk. Because you know that I wasn't going to go driving without talking. I do want to listen to
No one told me that you're supposed to shave your stomach hair down
once
instead
we
of
get
up.
there. You feel? To the gym. We're making some progress, though. I don't feel like I need to have the energy drink, 7 in the morning. I feel like I got that natural energy. I got that dog in me. Roof, roof. No fucking cap. No fucking cap. Today's topic, why, when you bulk, especially for the first time, you should get fat as fuck.
What happened, Rick? I thought you weren't the good guy anymore. Ain't that what you said? Even right here, right now, you ain't gonna fight for him. I'm a better father than you, Rick. I'm better for Lord than you, man. It's because I'm a better man than you, Rick.
Next weekend, bitch. We watched the Celtics win Game 6. Oh, I was a little skinny kid way back when, junior year of high school. I was 156 pounds, maybe, soaking wet. And here's the picture. Yeah, I couldn't even do anything, really. I'd get bitched around. Anytime someone with some big arms would grab me, I'd be like, holy fuck, like, you could just snap me in half if you wanted to. Well, I felt like a bitch, bottom line. So, we decided, hey, I'm gonna get into the gym. Also, way back when, I was also going through some things. These girls were making accusations. He thought that the whole world thought that he was some sort of abuser. In a sexual manner. Sort of abuser. In a sexual manner.
We fuck like a slut. Come here, daddy, let me eat it up.
Yeah. So that was at the forefront of my mind. I would walk the halls and they would call me a loser. My legs looked weird and that I was a sexual assaulter. Like it straight out of a movie. I'm grateful for it now because that shit got me in the gym. But, that shit sucked. That shit sucked. I felt like a fucking loser. And that was the confirmation from the outside world of everything that I was going through. Bottom line, let's get into the next thing though. I start going to the gym and I just start, eating everything that I need to fucking eat. Rotisserie chicken, milk, muscle milk protein powder, a Corvette, a red Corvette, a red Corvette. I'm gonna have it one day. And I would just eat and eat and eat. And I feel like that was the only time where I really pushed it. I remember I would drink glasses and glasses and glasses and glasses and glasses of fucking milk. Every night. Every fucking night. I remember my dad said, you don't need to be doing all that, right? Well, I did have to be doing all that. Because turns out, I actually put on a decent amount of muscle. And I felt pretty big. I had my transformation, if you will. I remember, going into the summer, coming out, and it was the start of my senior year, and I just was bigger. Now, notice how I haven't talked about the attractiveness at all. Because yo boy was fucking ugly. My face did need to mature, but holy shit, was I fucking ugly. And that's okay, If when you're going the natural route and you need to start going to the gym, bro, just bulk and get fat. bulk can get fat. Bulk can get fat.
When you look back to see who's recording.
Especially as a skinny kid. You feel? And anyone who's fat, or who has been fat, you can't fucking hate on this take. Because you guys all cut down to skin and bones before you realize, wait, I need to get muscle.
I came to Rome when it was a city of stone, and left it a city of marble.
So, when you're skinny, you need to get fat. Well, you gotta build muscle and get fat. So, you build the habits of getting in the gym, but you're also get fat. And then you cut, you have your first cut, and you think you look so good, but you don't even have abs. You realize that they say abs are made in the kitchen. That's bullshit. They want you to fail. They want you to cut for the first time and see absolutely nothing. You know, I remember I cut, for my first time. I would always walk around with my shirt off, you know. And honestly, my cut back then is my bulk now. Like, and I honestly looked peak bulk back then. Like for my cut, for my bulk now. That's what I had the look I had back then. Jesus, bro. Peak bulk now is like what my peak cut looked like back then. From a body fat percentage standpoint. So, you know, I had a really chubby face. My hair. What were we doing? And I had a gut. It wasn't that bad, but I had a fucking gut. Well, you know, senior year, I remember being pretty big and fat, and I talk about how I drink whole milk and
Get the fuck away from me.
Eat eggs and do all this devious ass shit to bulk. Then, well, you know, I continue on that path. And then I start to cut later in the year, and, you know, that was worth it. You know, the next year's cut was definitely better than the previous years because, you know, I remember being able to see abs. I remember, you know, I'd go up to Maine in summer, and they'd be like, oh my God, you weren't fat. You aren't fat. You don't have a gut right now. And I'd be like, yeah, buddy. Damn right I don't have a gut.
Yo, look at that.
That was probably peak confidence back then. And then, you know, after that, after you go through bulking and cutting a couple times, you get the gist of it. And then, after that year, 2023, I brought it to a whole nother level. I bulked, but I didn't bulk like to get super fat. Like I remember doing so many rows and pull downs and really like, I remember pushing past 2 plates on incline bench. And I was just really pushing it, and you could tell. So I cut down, you know, in the summer again. But that year, 2024, I was built different. I beat it up for marathon lengths. I had like an actual physique. Like there was like muscles everywhere. It was kind of crazy. I couldn't believe it. I can't believe that we made it this far. And at that point, you know, after year 3, yeah, you already got it all in the bag. Or you think you do. You know. I bulked from 2024 to now, you know. I bulked at certain points, but, you know, like you guys know, I had to go to Amazon. Your boy had to go to work. So I couldn't bulk for as long as I wanted to because at Amazon you get like 25,000 fucking steps a day and you could barely eat. So, because there's no time to eat during the shift and you go home and you instantly pass out. So you really are playing a losing game. So I just decided to play my cards and kind of cut.
It's called.
And it worked. It brought my body fat percentage down a fair bit.
Lose your appetite. Truth is, there's a natural Zempic alternative that Dave.
After I got out of there in January, we went to Planet Fitness. We here, baby. We went to fuck. What are you gonna say? Oh, we went back to bulking after we cut. Kind of just like to regain my strength back that I lost and get back into the swing of things, and I did. And then, you know, we made some YouTube videos that you guys need to see. These are wonderful. I still haven't even posted them. Climbed a mountain to the top of the building. Went to the top of the Empire State Building. Did some devious things. You know about that, bro. I even climbed a ski mountain. Snowboarded down.
I just saw the chairlift.
That's not a spoiler. The matter of the fact is, okay, it is not worth it to not commit to the bulk. They say you should maintain. You should maintain. You should maintain. Bro, you should only be doing that, I feel like, once you get to, like, my level, bruh. Maintaining is unlocked at my level. And no matter what level I'm at, you need to be at my level to maintain.
Stop jerking it. You realize if you got a lot of
maintaining is not the first thing you do in the fucking gym. Unless you want to stay small forever. Unless once you get to my age, 20, you know, someone like me can make fun of you for looking the same for 3 fucking years. And that's not as rare as you think. So, you gotta fucking lock in, buddy. It really isn't as rare as you think. We all know there are people in the gym that you look at and go, how have you made no progress for 3 years? How do you look the exact same that you did 3 years ago?
If you're trying to increase your vascular,
I feel like to the equivalent. I'm on fucking steroids because, bro,
all I did was take something.
If anything, you're lifting even lighter weight than you did 3 years ago, and your muscles look the exact same. What are we doing? You're here a whole lot more than you'd like to admit. So why do you look the same?
Use lighter weights.
Oh my God!
Lighter weights, you can use better form and concentrate on the muscle.
Yeah, if you want to build an actual physique, yeah.
Slow down.
Fucking commit to the bulk. Don't listen. Don't listen to the propaganda. Get fucking fat. Get fucking ugly. And then cut. And then you look good for the summer. And then you go back to bulking. And then you look fucking terrible again. And then you cut for the summer. And then you look good again, and then you go back to bulking, and then, but then you don't look as bad when you're bulking because you have a physique under it, and then you cut for the summer, and then you look really good, and then you realize, wait, when I bulk I look bad, when I cut I look good, so let me keep the body fat down, and then, hey, you're in my position now. I hope you got some value out of this video, especially if you're thinking about going into the gym. It's a community. We'll all accept you. You know, everyone, it's an initiation. Everyone, once you walk into the gym for the first time, everyone instantly goes down on their knees and they proceed to fucking praise you, kiss the ground that you walk on because you're stepping into the gym for the first time, bro. And then everyone takes their cameras out and everyone individually records a TikTok of you because it's ritual, bro. You have to step into the gym for the first time to experience that. If you haven't been in the gym, you wouldn't get it. Everyone in the comments can agree. So, we're at the gym. We're going to go do cardio. Let's go. Somehow, some way, we're all going to make it. I'll see you in the next video.